Hello everyone, today we'll be looking at May-June 2018, paper 1-3, question 13 from 9702 Cambridge A-Level Physics. So we've been looking at a lot of paper 2 and paper 4 in the last video, so why not let's look at a paper 1 question today. Okay, let's start. Full fat milk is made up of fat-free milk mixed with fat. A volume of 1 times 10 to the power of negative 3 meter cube of full fat milk has a mass of 1.035 kilograms. It contains 4% fat by volume. The density of fat-free milk is 1.040 times 10 to the power of 3. Density of fat-free milk. Okay, what is the density of fat? Okay, so let's see, for you to find the density of fat, we know density has a formula. I should make it smaller a bit. Density has a formula, mass over volume, right? Okay, so let's write it here. Density of fat-free milk is 1.040 times 10 to the power of 3. What is the density of full fat milk? Can we find? Of course we can find. Okay, full fat milk. Because we have the volume, we have the mass. So we can calculate it. Okay, let's use your calculator to calculate it. You will get 1035 kilogram per meter cube. Okay, that is density of full fat milk. Now, is there a way we can find the volume of fat? Yes, because they will give the information here. It contains 4% fat by volume. That means 4% of this is actually fat. So we can take 4% times by 1 times 10 to the power of negative 3. What will you get? Okay, let's see. 4%. You will get 4 times 10 to the power of negative 5. Okay, so this is basically the fat. 4% of this is fat, right? How about fat-free milk? So this is, okay, let me write here. This is fat. How about fat-free milk? Fat-free milk will be 96% of this, right? Because if 4% is fat, the remaining is 96%. So the 96% must be fat-free milk. Why? Because they got say here, the full fat milk is made up of fat-free mixed with fat. Right? Okay. So 96% of it, you can just minus actually, and you will get 9.6 times 10 to the power of negative 4 meter cube. So let's write this as fat-free milk. Okay, so now we got the volume ready. How can we find the mass? Okay, let's see the information given. They got give us the density of fat-free milk is this. We have the volume of fat-free milk. Can we find the mass? Yes, we can find the mass of fat-free milk. After we find the mass of fat-free milk, we can take the total mass and minus it, which will result us in the mass of fat, right? Okay, so now let's calculate the mass of fat-free milk. Okay, let's write density is mass over volume, right? Density of fat-free milk is 1.040 times 10 to the power of 3. The mass is what we want to find. The volume is 9.6 times 10 to the power of negative 4. Make sure you take this volume, because we are calculating the mass of fat-free milk. So, mass of fat-free milk is 1.040 times 10 to the power of 3. You get 0.9984 kilogram. So, what will be the mass of fat? It is basically 1.035. Where I get 1.035 here? Because 1.035 is the mass of full fat milk. And we know in a full fat milk has fat-free milk and fat. So if we know the mass of fat-free milk is this, we minus it we will get the mass of the fat, which is 0.0366 kilogram. Okay, so now we have the mass of fat, we have the volume of fat. Can we calculate the density? Of course we can. So the density equals to, your mass is this 0.0366 over 4 times 10 to the power of negative 5. Divide 4 times 10 to the power of negative 5. You'll get 915 kilogram per meter cube. If you want a match based on the options A, B, C, D, then you can write it as 9.15 times 10 to the power of 2 kilogram per meter cube. And your answer is B. Yep. So this is how you solve it. Common mistake is, okay, let me show you the common mistake. Common mistake is, students almost always miss out, not to say always, sometimes, maybe due to time pressure or they're doing it very fast, they read the question very fast, they'll miss out this key point. 4% fat by volume. They did not say 4% fat by mass. Because when you calculate, this is, the student here calculate 4% fat by mass. This is mass here. Remember 1.035 is the mass of the full fat milk. So when you take the mass, you calculate as usual, then you find the volume, you will get an answer, 9.28 times 10 to the power of 2, and the answer is here. The best part is the answer is here. So both ways you will have an option here, but which way is correct is the one I showed just now, because this way is incorrect. You are taking 4% by mass. They say 4% by volume. So read the question carefully. So this is the common mistake sometimes students may do, which will lead them to the wrong answer, because the answer is here, so they may think it's correct, so they'll mark that answer, but actually the answer is wrong. So read the question carefully. Okay? Yep. So that's all for today's video. I hope you get to understand better how to solve this question. This is actually a very interesting question. Main thing is you understand the concept. That is very important. Okay? Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps. Bye bye.